Hi, everybody. It's Mark Rushton of markrushton.com. It is Wednesday, March 17th, 2021. I'm on lunch break from the day job. So I thought I'd make a quick video here because I was looking at some stats and stuff and found some things that I'd forgotten about. And I don't know whether or not they have any impact or not, but it all falls into my thing I talk regularly about. If you're able to publish certain content out there, you try to do that in a way that you try to be everywhere, and you try to be everywhere in an automated way. So you're not necessarily looking at everywhere where it's going, or you're not putting everything, all your eggs in one basket. A lot of people, they go on and on about, oh, you should be on Twitter and you should be on Facebook, and then you look at things like Twitter and Facebook, and it just, it's pay to play, and I don't like that, right? Like if you amass followers or people are interested in your stuff, people that follow along, they're not necessarily going to get everything that you post out there, because those services, if you don't pay to play, you will not be seen. And that's one reason why I kind of avoid those things. Or I don't use Twitter at all. But Facebook I use as a tool, but I don't use it as a promotional service. I haven't seen any value from it. Other people, for other things, it may work well for them, and that's fine. Yeah, but for me, I've decided not to go that route, not to invest in that, not to invest in platforms. My thing is to invest in automated things. And so that's what, and so who am I? I'm Mark Rushton. I produce ambient music, certain various kind of beat oriented genres, field recordings, nature recordings, all that sort of stuff. I've been releasing sounds for over 20 years. I have been releasing on digital music platforms since 2004. I've been a member of ASCAP since 2002, and I publish under my name, and I don't know, maybe 20 other band names or whatever. So that's what I do. And as I like to say, I'm addicted to publishing. And I have fun with it, and it's great. And I'm doing okay. Doing okay with it. So as I said, I released a new podcast yesterday, Field Recordings, Ambient Rushton Podcast number 176. I released it as a video. Then I also ported the MP3 over to my ambient.libsyn.com account. And from there, it goes out via RSS feed to everywhere. Lots of different places. And not only does the RSS feed go everywhere, but that posting of that data goes lots of different places. So let me show you some of the places where that went. In addition to everything that uses an RSS feed in an application, because on my smartphone back here, I listen to a variety of different podcasts usually when I'm in the car, and I use Podkicker Pro, which is an Android-based application. I use the Pro so I don't have ads, and it was worth the $3 or whatever it was to do that. Trust me. But there are a lot of different ways to do that. There are a lot of different RSS feed applications. So anyway, when I publish that podcast, it goes lots of different places. And I was kind of looking around on Libsyn, on the Libsyn website, where my settings and everything like that. And I found that I had published the podcast to Blogger, YouTube separately from my own channel, and Tumblr. Tumblr, that's still around. I don't even know if I know the password for that account. It's just automatically just going out there. It's great. I kind of like that stuff. I went out there and I'm like, oh, look at this. Dust that off. Oh, yeah. I wonder if anybody's even looking at this. I don't care. So here we go. Here's Blogger. I found this. I was like, what account on Blogger? Oh, ambientrushtonpodcast.blogspot.com. And I guess I've been doing this since 2015. Who knew? And there's all the stuff I put in the description, links in the description, right? And no comments. Oh, great. Just what we need. People commenting. And we've got everything going back here. So I guess there's ways to follow that or whatever. So I thought that was kind of cool. Blogspot. Does anybody still use Blogspot? I don't know. Then this is not my channel. This is the Ambient Rushton podcast channel. And no views yet, but it's just a matter of putting everything out there in multiple locations. Never even thought of that. Well, yeah, I guess I did think of that. And then I forgot about it, right? Then here is, yes, Tumblr, ambientrushtonpodcast.tumblr.com. Tumblr? That's still I couldn't believe this one here. And posts, likes, who knows if it's even getting any. It's just published out there. Look at this. It just goes on and on and on and on. Never miss a post. Follow. I wonder if anybody's actually following. Bots are following, right? And then, of course, my YouTube channel here, which does so well. 3 views. Why do you keep making videos? Why do I keep making videos if I don't get that many views? Well, it's not necessarily about YouTube. It's about other services as well. It's about the aggregate, right? It's about the cumulative. And it's also about me just trying to, on a daily basis or a semi-daily basis, talking about my work, talking about what I do, showing some different things that I do. That's kind of the excuse for it. I don't want to be a star baby. I just want to, check in every now and then and try to talk about what I'm doing. There's also whatever this thing is, UGTube. Somebody told me about it. There's like, all you have to do is have the YouTube URL link, and then you can plug this in here, and it will pull everything from YouTube. And look at that, the 8 views yesterday. None of those are me. So I'm actually doing better on UGTube than on YouTube. Isn't that interesting? And look how each one, the 3, 10, 2, 16. Not bad. And then there's lbry.tv, which turned into Odyssey. And this is another one of those automated systems. So, and I actually have this set up so that anything that I publish on YouTube eventually gets picked up and brought over here to lbry.tv or Odyssey. I've got 30 followers. That's not bad. I don't know how much activity it's getting here, but that's cool. Again, I don't look at it. I'm just I don't know how much of a immediately spendable what is this stuff? Crypto crap I got. I don't know what that's worth. It's worth $30,000. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's worth a few bucks. And then there's BitChute, which is a little bit more work to do. Apparently I do get some views out there on some of my work. I've got 11 subscribers. I'm not sure how the numbers and the subscribers are. Sometimes I question that. But again, it's another platform. You never know where you might be able to pick up fans from. And then here's something I'm going to show you some numbers from here. It's the Spotify for podcasters. And this is, I guess I've got 99 episodes out there, even though I'm on 176 or whatever. And I've got the starts and the streams. I don't do that well on Spotify podcasting. I guess, I'm not Joe Rogan, and I'm not, who else is on Spotify? Who knows? I don't care. I don't have time to listen to a 5-hour show with whoever smoking pot and talking about jujitsu. I don't have time for that. Sorry. Um, but what's this here? Streams more than 60 seconds. Well, look at that. People aren't hanging around too long, huh? Number of listeners, number of followers. Well, that's not bad. But then again, I get a lot of followers and not many streams. So what does that mean, right? And then you got listeners, a few listeners every day, followers, your age range here. Look at that, 60 to 150. Artists they're listening to. Brian Eno, that makes sense. The Weeknd, really? Really? And Juice World? Who's that? I got to check him out. And Nine Inch Nails, that's cool. Radiohead. And which country? Where are they listening to me in? Australia? Azerbaijan? Poland? That's kind of cool. But I don't do very much there on the Spotify side. That's okay. It's out there. It's all automated. When I publish from Libsyn, it pushes that RSS feed out everywhere, and it's kind of amazing all the different platforms. And I'm sure I do something on Apple, iTunes, or whatever it is. I don't even look. I have no idea. I don't want to look because the thing about Apple is they're such control freaks. They are absolute control freaks. So I just don't even look anymore. I could be doing gangbusters out there. I couldn't care less. So anyway, yeah, but this is the thing that killed me the most here. Tumblr. And when I see this, I'm just like, well, I wonder if there's any more that I could possibly be on, right? Why don't you write a guide, Mark? Because I don't care. I don't care. I want to publish once or maybe 1.2 times or whatever like that. And then I want to be done with it and get it out there. And it is what it is. And if you click on my links, that's great. If you follow along in different ways, that's great. That's all that this is about. That's all this is about. It's just kind of fun. Just fun. I'm just having fun. Having fun with Rushton on stage. Right? It's like that Elvis album. By the way, I was in the store last night and I was listening to they were playing Hard to Handle by the Black Crowes. And I know Otis Redding originally did that song. But I checked to see if Elvis had done it because when he was singing, when Chris Robinson was singing, I was just kind of like, I wonder if Elvis ever covered this song. But this would have been Hard to Handle would have been a good song for Elvis to cover, particularly, when he was, when he slimmed down and everything, like when he was all skinny back in 1968 or whatever. Like if he had recorded it like right after Otis Redding had died or something, well, that wouldn't have been maybe. Well, back then, man, they covered this. There were hundreds of people covering the same song all the time. Can you imagine the charts back then? You don't see it, but the same song kept going up the charts with different artists at the time. But I could have seen Elvis Presley originally recording Hard to Handle. Can you imagine? You imagine like the 90s? Like if Elvis had lived, right? The 1990s, he would have been like the early 1990s. He would have been almost 60 years old. Right, he could have sung Hard to Handle, yeah. Greg Allman should have recorded Hard to Handle. I wonder if he ever did. I wonder if he ever recorded that song. I have to check that out there. He's easier to hold, right? All right, that's it for today. Mark Rushton at markrushton.com. It is Wednesday, March 17th, 2021, and we'll talk to you later.